Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Today I'd like to talk about kids.
Wow.
So what is kids? Well, I'm a pool player, I'm a finance major, and I'm a girl that's been in love. So, there's 3 different meanings that kids could take. To a pool player, when 2 balls meet together, they kiss, slightly touching. To a finance major, when you invest, you should always kiss, which means to keep it simple and stupid. Bill has said this before. Because if you complicate it too much, you might do the wrong investment. Because when the markets are going, you're a little stupid to what's going on, so you have to keep it simple so that you understand it. And the last one is love. When your father tucks you in at night, he gives you a kiss on the forehead. When your friends say hello and goodbye, they give you a kiss on the cheek. And when you're in love, well, they give you a kiss somewhere else. So I've learned in my life experiences a lot of things, and good lessons learned. And last week, Cam made me feel a little old by saying, I'm old, and I want to go work with high school students. And I guess that's why I joined TM, is because I'm old and I'd like to go work with younger students. And so I'd like to share you my experiences. But I'm not going to talk to you about pool kids, I'm not going to talk to you about finance kids, and I'm not going to talk to you about love kids. You can learn about that yourself. I'd like to talk to you about life tips, which is keeping it simple and stupid in your life. This is a lesson that I'm still learning, but I'd like to share it with you. There's 2 things that have always made it hard for me to keep it simple and stupid, which is consideration and complication. With consideration, when I was younger, people were like, Tiffany, you're so considerate. But my parents knew me a lot better. They used to say, Tiffany, you're too considerate. And you say, too considerate? How can you be too considerate? Being considerate of others should be a good thing. But I was really too considerate. Let me give you an example. In English, we have a term called hopping. Usually we use this term hopping with bar hopping, which is where you go from pub to pub to pub. You don't just stay at one pub. So when me and my friends had an upsetting kind of thing happen to us, we used to go hopping. But no, not bar hopping. Trust me, we didn't go drink our troubles away. We went ice cream hopping. As you see, ice cream hopping is very, very time-consuming, money-consuming, and gas-consuming. Because as you see, I live in Dallas. There are 30-plus different locations for ice cream, and we went to all of them. So we spent money at each place eating ice cream. We spent gas at each place driving to them, and we spent time eating the ice cream. But one time my friend, she really needed an ice cream hopping day, and so we would go. Another time is holidays. On holidays, a lot of times you're away from home, and sometimes you want to come home for holidays. Like we have a family holiday called Thanksgiving, or kind of like Christmas. But my friend went to school at Texas Tech, and he had to come home, but he didn't have a ride. So I picked him up. You say, that's being considerate. Well, yeah, he lives 6 hours away. And so I woke up one morning, drove 6 hours there, ate lunch, drove 6 hours back, and picked him up. So that's being too considerate. It's good to be considerate of others, but you shouldn't be too considerate. Next thing is complication. I often overcomplicate my life, such as in college. I went to join the organization. They said get involved, but I got too involved. I joined Vietnamese Student Association, Filipino Student Association, Asian Student Association. I joined a frat. I was part of the intramural tennis team, intramural football team, intramural volleyball team. I joined the pool club. I made a club called Card Player Association. I made a club for Asian students, girls. And with all this, I overcomplicated my life. So what I'd like to share with you is to keep it simple and stupid. So care for others within your means. Live your life and do your best within the time limit given to you. Life is a balancing act, and there's three people. Those that let it happen, those that make it happen, and those that wonder what happened. Don't underdo it and just let it happen. Don't overdo it and wonder what happened. Make it happen. Kiss it.